I don't want people, they're already there. And so, could have waited until they left, but it's like they're already there. And I put my camera up. It's not pointing at them at all. It just seems, I don't know, I would feel a little awkward if I'm already lifting and somebody puts a camera right in front of you. So I changed the angle on this one. Yes, but I don't normally lift on Thursdays. And big reason why I'm lifting Thursdays, Saturday I have a mastermind bringing 25 investors in for a mastermind on real estate investing. So that's going to be so much fun, but I can't lift on Saturday because I'm going to be facilitating the mastermind. So now, working out Thursday because as best as I can, I never miss a day of lifting. It was 5 days a week. So with lifting 5 days a week, I gotta lift. And so it doesn't start until tomorrow night. I'm actually cooking a brisket for everybody. Good sized brisket. Wife's making pilaf and stuff. But we're gonna be in Nashville. It's gonna be fun, but still gotta lift. So Thursday's usually my day off, but because I'm not lifting Saturday, working out Monday through Friday, because my goodness, if I miss a day of lifting, I feel weird. I can't lift a day I'm missing. Oh. Everyday snatch, everyday clean and jerk, everyday legs, everyday leg day. Come on, punch it. Come on. That was better. Love snatching. I don't know why. I guess my body, mobility-wise, it feels the best. Like an overhead squat doesn't feel too bad. Actually, I did 345, I think. 335 overhead squat on Saturday, double. Oh, love it. Okay, here we go. Going live for an entire year. Started in the middle of December. Going live for an entire year with my Olympic lifting. And you might be wondering why. One, to encourage people. Two, because I can. But number three, I think AI is terrible. And it can do so much stuff right now, but it can't go live. So I'm not a fan of AI, so until it can go live, only humans can. So I figure, small window right now. People are losing their jobs right now to AI. Ooh. It's much better if you have money coming in from outside of working for somebody else, which I like investing in real estate because everybody needs a place to live. And then, sadly, our government pays people to live, so you're always going to get money. But that cash flow comes in, helps me afford paying for food and shelter, everything for my family. All right, for the fourth day in a row, I don't feel as bad as I thought I would, but we'll see how the lifting goes today. I took a peek at the programming. It's not terrible, like crazy workout, but it's still a good amount of stuff. I think we start with front squats, which I think I'd rather end with front squats this time. But back in December, I hurt a good amount of different things, like my groin muscle, my lower back on the left side. I think something else, but you keep working, eventually it all gets healed. All right, snatch first. I'm gonna put front squat off for last. And the big reason why is because it comes right after clean and jerk. Clean and jerk, I'm already doing front squats. So I'm pretty much already warm for front squats. Probably should do what the programming says, but. All right, what are we doing? What are we working on today? Well, as you know, everyday snatch, squat, clean and jerk. Okay, 4, so power snatch, 4x4, then 3x3. Awesome. So anyway, 165 is the opening weight. So here we go. My favorite lift ever. So yeah, I got the camera set up in a different spot because there's some of me doing hip thrusters, and I didn't want to, they just sat down and then I pull out a camera. It's different if the camera's already there and they choose to sit in front of it. Then it's on them, not on. All right, but so far I haven't had anybody complain about my camera being up. All right, I did no hook yesterday. No hook grip, maybe I should do it again. I'm still letting my hand heal. Stupid right hand still hasn't completely healed. So I got 160, 165, 176, which is 180, 190. Oh, that's pretty light. All right, warm up. 135 warm ups. Big pull, punch that overhead. So this is just a warm up, so I'm not doing all the 4 reps, but all right, here we go. So yesterday I was supposed to go live on the Master Passive Income YouTube, but for some reason it didn't work. So it did not go live on that channel, but we did Facebook, Instagram, and successfully unemployed YouTube channel. All right, so it's 162, which means we don't ever go down, round up. We always round up. So we're gonna do 165. Gym is not packed at all. Maybe it's early, but it's Thursday. Monday, oh buddy. This place was a zoo. So many people. But another reason why I'm going live is because there's so many people who don't go to the gym, don't exercise. And it's just a way of life for me going live. Oh, I saw somebody just join. Appreciate you joining. But I'm going live to encourage people to say, hey, the gym is not a hard, crazy, weird, place where you don't feel comfortable. Like I'm so comfortable now, and the reason why is because I don't pay attention to anybody else. I don't look at anybody else. I don't concern myself with, oh, that person looks at me weird. Pretty sure everybody looks at me weird. I'm dropping all these weights over my head, but I don't care. I feel fantastic when I lift. All right, what was this, 165x4? We're trying no hook grip again. And I found when I do hook grip on my right hand, really, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but my palm calluses are tearing. I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong. Oh, my headphone batteries are dying. All right, I gotta do 4 of these. It's power. I'm gonna try not to do hook for a few of them. So it's interesting when you're not doing hook grip. The bar, see how it rolls or spins? It's gonna roll on your hand. So you have to have a really, really tight grip so it doesn't spin. Can you hear that lady in the class? So loud. I mean, I got my headphones on, music up. Oh, and she is still blaring. They have a roll-up door they didn't close. But man, that's so loud. Imagine the people inside there. Last one. Man, my legs, if you were watching yesterday, I did what's it called? RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, straight leg deadlifts. My legs are, I remember doing it while I was doing it, I was like, oh my goodness, these are gonna kill my legs because I don't do them very often. And tomorrow, which is today, I'm gonna be hurting. And yes, I'm hurting. My body's not responding well. All right, so we got next weight. But yeah, going live for an entire year. Going live an entire year. 5 days a week. All right, here we go. And a big thing is I just want to put more content out there for fun. And I didn't want to do any extra work. All right, what's next? 170, no, 180, 176, 180. Meaning I don't want to do extra work like, well, if I'm going to go live doing something, I'm just going to go live doing something I really enjoy. And what do I really enjoy doing? Olympic lifting. It's weird, huh? You know, there are days that you're like, oh my goodness, I need a rest day. I don't want to go to the gym. Or you're just always dreading going to the gym. It's the opposite for me. It's like I'm dreading the rest days because then I can't lift, number one. But number two, I don't feel as good when I rest. But resting it's where you get stronger, actually. It's not the lifting that gets you stronger, it's the resting when your body repairs. So if you don't rest, which I've made the mistake before, like I would work out literally 20 weeks in a row hard, and then my body eventually just shut down. Then I'd be forced to take a week off. Be forced to take that week off. Then I realized if I make myself every 6 weeks, 5, maybe 6 weeks, take a deload week, then I actually get stronger than if I worked out 20 weeks in a row. Not fun. I'd much rather work out 20 weeks in a row, but that's the way it is. I just dumped that water all over myself. All right. Did I put 2.5 on? You know, I'm gonna do hook grip. Let's see. I'm gonna try it, 180. See if my hook grip actually is getting stronger. I do have a sore spot in my palm, but we'll try it. All right, 180 by 4. Probably should just do 185. It'd be much easier doing 185, but I already got the weights on. All right, here we go. Hook grip, 180 by 4. Not bad, but my hand. Maybe I should just make myself get past the hurting stage of the hands and just muscle through it until my hands get stronger, get the calluses big enough. What do you think? All right, 180 just by 4. This is number 2. Man, the gym is dead today. Told you. New Year's resolutioners are gone. Especially by February 1st. They're definitely gone. All right, that was 2. Fourth one. Chewing up my thumbs. All right, big pull, head through. Punch that weight. Keep that weight going. Probably gonna tape on my thumbs, that hurt. Not great, but not bad. Whoops. All right, so we got lots of power today, but my thumbs are messed up. So what you do, some athletic tape, tape up the thumbs for the hook grip, because it's really irritating having to think about the pain going through your brain. That was funny. Just Just made me think of Waterboy. She got the brain pain, coach. That's so funny. That's too much. All right, what's the next weight? I think it's like 190, which this is really low, but probably for the third day. It's probably good that I don't overdo it. Being the fourth day of lifting. Fourth day of lifting. I think Monday I did 280 by 4. Clean and jerk. Well, I don't count. What's my next weight? All right. Power snatch. 190. Let's do 195. This is much easier. Where did my stupid towel go? I sweat a ton when I'm lifting, so I have to have a towel with me. All right, let me put on some heavier weight. This is only 3. It was 2 of them by 4, and then next one's 3 reps. Shouldn't be nearly as bad since I taped up my thumbs. I'm really happy about that. All right, we're gonna do 195. It's supposed to be 189, but might as well just go up to 195. I feel better about doing that. Going up. Okay. But yeah, I normally don't lift on Thursdays, but I got a bunch of investors, real estate investors flying in tomorrow night, so I cannot work out on Saturday. I have a mastermind I'm putting on, so decided to trade Saturday for Thursday. All right, so we got 3 here. Wipe off the sweat. It's funny, when I'm working out, if I'm not going live, I don't talk at all. I don't make any noises really, as far as I'm aware. But because I'm going live, I just feel like I have to know this is what it is. I want to talk, and all I'm doing is just saying what normally comes in my mind when I'm working out. So, not doing anything different, just actually verbalizing. Okay, was it 195? Oh, it's a piece of cake. So this is supposed to be power. Power because, power is, go below parallel. The reason why, because it's the 4th day in a row. So a little less workout or intensity. And I'm not feeling as strong, so I'm glad it's a little lighter. 195 by 3. If you can see, I'm always not trying to go fast because that's not the purpose. The purpose is to get a good lift in. But yeah, going live 5 days a week for an entire year with my lifting. That was 2. One more, 95. 195. A lot of people ask, Dustin, what's your lifting got to do with real estate investing? That's what I follow you for. Well, what if you don't have your health? Can you invest in real estate? No, you can't. So that's what it has to do with it. Plus, I enjoy doing it. Not terrible, not great, but man, my legs are feeling it. Feeling it. Come on, paper towel. Thing's falling apart. It's all jumbled up. Okay, now is your gym as dead as mine? You might be able to see in the mirror, but there's like a quarter of the people that were here on Monday. It is very funny. Not laughing funny, but like just interesting. Happens every year. All right, we got 205 next, then 220. Not bad. 205. You know what? If it's 205 then 220, I might as well do, instead of 205, I just did 195. 205, that'll be 10 pounds increase. I'll do 210 and then 220. 225, that's what I do. 210 and then 225. I mean, it almost feels like I should always be hitting 225 at least when I'm lifting, because it's a pretty attainable weight at the time, as well as very heavy. Does that make sense? It's like the hardest weight, 225, would be the hardest weight that I can attain. So I should have that benchmark. Does that make sense? I don't know. It does to me. All right, so we got 3 here, 3 here. 3 at 210. Then next is 225 by 3. Let's do it. I put tapes on my thumbs because hook grip's chewing up the thumbs. Got to get them stronger. All right, here we go. Big pull, 210, power. Keep moving. Keep those hands moving. Punch the weight. Oh, come on. Here I am, catching it like a, not catching it, lifting like a, well, that was pathetic. So, still got 3 to do. That was a miss. All right, here we go. Do it right. Do it right the first time. All right, here we go. That was better. Still got 2 more. Supposed to do 3, but missed the first one, so I make myself do more. Quit slacking off. 210 power. It was okay. Not great. My left foot did not move at all. Right foot wanted to. See, buddy, you'd be done by now if you got that first one. Now you're having to do 4. Done. Here we go. 210. Not bad, not great. Got a high pull. If you notice, my feet didn't move. I think it's because back squatted Monday, back squatted Tuesday, Wednesday, back squatted again, and did RDLs. So my legs are not responding. All right, let's do 225. It's supposed to be like 119, but 220 just doesn't feel, well, to be completely honest, doesn't look as cool as having 2 reds on there. Plus, I mean, let's be honest, 225 is so much lighter than 220. So much easier than 220, so I might as well go ahead and just do 225. Since it's easier, I'd be dumb to do 220. It's so much harder. We gotta do 3 again. Now, if I miss any one of these, I'm gonna have to make myself go again. All right, gotta let my heart rate. And so anytime I'm pausing like this between lifts, it's because I'm trying to get my heart rate to slow down so I can lift. Like you can see, I don't play on my phone or really anything because that distracts me. Because the big thing is, I love lifting. Saturday I had a meeting I had to get to on Saturday at noon. Got started late, came in around 10. Got here around 9:30. And then it was a max day, so by the time it was noon, I missed like 4 minutes of the meeting, and I saw my phone. I was like, "What? Time?" And I still wanted to lift more. Just the way it is. Love lifting. Okay, here we go. 225. Now with 225, you can't miss. If you miss, you're gonna make yourself do it again until you get 3 at 225. Here we go. try to do power. So it's okay if you do full, but goal is power. Let's do power. Head through, big pull. Get that head through, punch that weight, keep that weight moving. Did you see my head didn't come through, but I still caught it. I mean, it was light enough. I made a bunch of grunting sounds. I hate making noise when I lift, but didn't get my head through. I got it though. Still power. Let's do it again. Come on, get a better lift. Get those hips underneath you. Not shoulders, hips. Those hips underneath you. Punch the weight. Power. Keep that weight going. That was better. Much better. All right, one more. Uno más. No, I'm not Mexican or Spanish or Hispanic. They're just like the same. Uno más. Let's go. Big pull. That was 2 power. Let's get a 3rd power. Head through. Big pull. Big pull. Fast. Under the bar. Here we go. Punch up. Oh, that was not bad. So much better. Technique was so much better. Whew. Or at least it felt better because I was able to catch it high, didn't full squat it, got my head through, feet moved a tiny bit, felt stacked from my ankles all the way up. Like what I'm explaining is my butt had been like this, so I'm catching it forward. You want to be like that, where the bar is right over your ankles. So center of gravity, I guess, if that's what you call it. Center of your body. So you're not leaning forward, leaning back. That felt good. Oh, and it was the 3rd one at power. So part of me, and this is just the way I am, I want to go up in weight because I hit those, but the programming says not to. Hey, I beat my last time. So last time I only got 2. I got 3 there at 225. Should I go up? I'm serious. This is literally how I think. When no, this is the 4th day. Okay, trust the programming. All right, so we got 4 clean and jerks at 195, 215, and then 3 clean and jerks on there after that. All right, clean and jerk time. My favorite. So we're starting at 195 today. And even though I'm already at 225 on snatch, I'm actually not mad at all about being able to hit the 225 power for 3. Like the way I've been feeling last, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe. I'll take any small wins I can get. Any small wins I can get. Okay, so this is warm up. Oh yeah, but anyways, even though I got heavy on snatch, the clean and jerk is a totally different movement. So I need to warm up first. And if you've been around, you know where I suck is the catch on the jerk. Catch on the jerk. What happens is it's not my, people say, and they're probably usually right, oh, your lats are not, like your lats are tight so you can't get your elbows up. Nope, my lats don't feel a thing. What it is my rotator cuff is telling me, nope, I don't want you to go all the way around. So if I hold this is that's as far as it wants to go. But I'm supposed to, if I'm catching the bar, it's supposed to be much further than that. So what I do is I get strap or a rubber band, big band, I guess they're called, not rubber, but band. Hold it, palm, pick it up, and then, oh, buddy, this is how you open up this is where you should be. Okay. Yeah, so that's totally different. A lot of people can get to that without having to use a band, but maybe it's just, oh my goodness, that lady in the class is so loud. Okay, stop complaining about that lady. All right, so this one, so this one, that's about as far as I can go. Well, this one now I can go further back because the band helped. Oh, here we go. Open up. Open up. And you hold it in your palm so that it gets the most torque. Some of you might be thinking, oh, is that good for you? Well, there are people that have double joints, really flexible joints, all that stuff that can do this no problem. My limitation is here. Oh. All right, let's see how far back I can do it now. Not bad. A lot better. Okay, one more time. This is almost. It is a workout in itself. You can see I'm sweating up a ton. Oh, that feels so much better now. Because what you need is fast elbows. Get those elbows up. But like I said, it's my rotator cuff. That's where I feel it. Ooh, Toto's playing. Caleb! What's up, buddy? How are you, brother?
My man looks like he's been at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Look at all these plates laying around.
I don't even use these plates. I just use it to keep people away from me.
Just do it. It's just a deterrent.
Exactly.
It's a deterrent for people who are not regularly.
There you go. I'm just joking. I use them all. I just like saying that, especially when people come around. It's pretty funny. Like I'll have, I don't know, red plates on there and really heavy plates, and then or 45-pound plates, and then I'll even have a bar with weight on there, and I'll just say, yeah, I don't even use these. I don't use these. It's just to make me look good and keep people away from my area. Jokingly. Oh wow. Okay, now I'm getting ready. Now I should be ready for the best I can be for clean and jerk. All right. So this is supposed to be power. But I know the power has been my limitation. So let's see. Meaning my limitation is the power stops my technique. So I'm gonna do one full and then more power. So let's do one full. Let's see a full clean, get those elbows around fast. That's the goal. Elbows around fast. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. I mean, it's light, but that's when you do work on technique. All right, let's try the power this time. See if I can get my fast elbows on the power. Usually there's a disconnect in my brain. If I do power, it just, my elbows go slow. Here we go.
See, little okay. This is where they should be.
Okay, that was only two. Might go a little faster, but I'm just trying to get my technique better. All right, I'll do full. Let's see how full. Let's see where my elbows line up on full. See, look at that. Totally different. Fast elbows, and then when I do power, elbows stop. One more. Let's try this one, power. Okay. See, it's all about muscle memory. That technique, when you get heavy, you want to not think about technique because your muscles are doing it. Muscle memory. Big pull. Fast elbows. Hey! I'll take it. I'll take that. That felt pretty good. I think honestly doing the, and it's weird, like probably I'm the only person that does this, but I'm just muscle memory. I'm gonna go get another towel. Muscle memory for power, cleans. I don't get my elbows around and I catch it like very stiff, which means my elbows don't actually get underneath. And just by doing the, full snap or full clean and jerk. Got my rotator cuffs opened up, got my brain moving in the right direction. So now my body's already experiencing doing a full, getting my fast elbows as fast as it can be, so that when I do the power, it does it. Yeah, I know it looks weird, but this is what I do. Does anybody else go to the gym and not care what everybody thinks about them? I think it's been a life trait of mine. I just don't care what other people think about me. All right, we're gonna do 215. 215 by 4. 215 sounds boring. I want to do 225. Yeah, I'll do 225. 215 is boring. And I know it's so much heavier than 225, so you got to add extra plates on. That's just so much heavier than 225. So we're going to do 225. And no, I'm not skipping a set. I'm just making myself go heavier because I'm already at 195. Going to 20-pound increase is not, it's not a lot for this low. Now, if it's heavier, let's say 280, 290, getting closer to my 1 rep, yes, then it'd be tough. But at this weight, should be just fine. You guys know, have you heard of the word grit? Excuse me, I'm gonna blow my nose. The word grit, G-R-I-T. I saw a reel today on Instagram, a little silly. This kid was apparently getting bullied. I know a lot of people think, oh, we gotta stop bullies. I actually think we gotta bring bullies back. Because if you would have quote unquote call somebody bullied, I was bullied a ton. Did I go and cower? Nope. Did it make me stronger? Yes, 100% made me stronger. When you get bullied, you either get babied or you make yourself get stronger. That's why, yeah, if you're Gen Z, you're not gonna like this, but Gen X, we don't care what other people think. Gen X doesn't, because we didn't have anybody coddling us. So if you're a Gen X, we could put up with a lot more garbage. This new generation, they could use a little grit. Grit means nothing bothers you. You keep pushing forward even though, okay, what is it, 225? Let's do it. By 4, fast elbows. I realize it's taking too long, talking too much. Not bad on the elbows. See, 225 is so much easier than 215. Now, don't get me wrong. Bullies are not good, but people need to get stronger. People need to get tougher, have more grit. Life sucks. You got to get stronger. That's how you make it for you. 225. That was okay. Does anybody else feel like that? I mean, bullying's not great, but the person getting bullied needs to get stronger. And when I was growing up, my stepdad said, bullies are bullies until you punch them in the mouth, then they're no longer bullies because they can't bully you. Not saying you should punch anybody, but bullies are weak. That's what bullies are. That was okay. Come on, got one more. You think about it, bullies are absolutely weak. Female, male, whatever. They are weak. That's why they're picking on somebody else. Somebody who's strong defends the weak. So You stand up to a bully, you show them who's strong. Fast elbows. See? Should be like that. Didn't tear. I'm glad. All right, what was next? I mean, is that making sense? The strong people are the ones that don't bully. Bullies are weak and pathetic, and they need to be put in their place. And definitely not condoning violence. Oh, what am I supposed to do? 230, so I'm gonna go 240. 235. Not condoning violence, but you gotta do what you do to protect yourself. And definitely, I mean, back when I was growing up, especially before that, nobody would get in a fight and go kill somebody. You get in a fight with somebody, get your butt beat, or win, and you call it a day. And usually that doesn't happen again. Nowadays, you get so many stupid people get in a fight. The other person wants to kill you because they believe life is not valuable, or they're not taught life is valuable. So I totally get it. All right, what do we have, 235? But another great thing, let's say the bully's bad. What if you guys become friends and you put out the effort? All right, we gotta stop talking so much. 235. We gotta do 3 of these. 235. All right, we're gonna talk about grit now. Grit makes you get past the point of tough, get you stronger. 235, fast elbows. I'm gonna do full. See, so much better. So much better doing a full. So much better doing a full, but, well, I mean, it's better. I'd much rather have good technique when it's the full lift. All right, let's do power. 235, get those fast elbows. Not bad, not great. All right, 235, one more. Power, that was okay. Okay, get those elbows around. Come on, get those elbows around. Microphone came off because it got in my head. Here we go. So that one was absolutely terrible. All right, power, do it right. Do it right. Thinking too much about technique. Just got to do it. 235. It's not great, but it's okay. Ugh, makes me so mad. Can't believe I dropped that. I think next weight is 245. Yep, 244. But we do not go down, and rounding down, so we're going up. 245. Still doing 3. Actually, I think we're supposed to do 2 here. I'll have to double check. But still power. I really got to work on that, my catch for power. Well, does anybody think I'm completely wrong? If you're still watching about bullies? How bullies make you stronger when you stand up to them? You take away their power. And I just made my bullies my friends. Just being friendly and, well, the Bible, Jesus says, do good to your enemies. Be like heaping burning coals on their head. So the more good I did to somebody that was my quote-unquote enemy, or that was a bully, eventually they got to be my friends, and they realize that I'm strong, well, stronger than them. Any bully, they may seem strong, they're the weakest ones out there because they're scared of everything, so they have to try to make everything submit to them because they're weak and pathetic. Then the bullies become friends, and they realize that I'm the alpha. Just the way it is. Stronger men take care of those who are weak. All right, here we go. 245. We're gonna do power. Let's see. Come on, elbows. Fast elbows. I have no idea how I got on this grit and bully thing. I just started talking about it.
Not good. That's where I need to be.
That's where I need to be. What's going on? All right. Kind of want to do full because I got to get my elbows wrapping around. Time for full. Maybe I should do full first and then power so I get my elbows technique going. Well, give me a comment. Am I completely off on bullies? That was better. That was better. How many was that? Was that 2? Yeah, that was only 2. Good. Thought I had to do 3, but programming says only 2. But yeah, I mean, seriously, I really want to comment. I want you to comment. That's what I did with bullies. I helped them become my friends. 260 sounds boring. I'll do 265. It'd be easier to put on a 10. 265 is gonna be so much easier than 260. So let's do it. I'll do a full on the first one so I can get my brain and body technique flowing. But seriously, I think bullies are the weak ones. The strong people stand up to bullies. And then you develop grit. Grit makes you push through things that are tough. These are the things I think about when I'm lifting. Isn't that weird? I just start thinking about these things and I figure, well, I might as well just say them. I'm teaching my boys grit. Standing up to people and standing up for people. That's what strong men do. All right, it's 265. I'm gonna do a full first so that I can do a power. Try to get those elbows around. I've just done power so long the wrong way that that's literally my muscle memory. And then whenever I do full, my muscle memory, as soon as I pick my feet up to drop under it, my elbows whip around. Don't know why, just from doing it wrong. All right, 265, we're gonna do double. Full first, then power. Let's do it. 265, fast elbows. Best catch of the day. Felt okay? I think my hands kind of shifted in because I start wide, and then when I caught it, my hands shifted in. All right, let's try power. Let's try power. Got those elbows moving? Yes, you do. Elbows moving. Fast elbows. Fast elbows. Come on, fast elbows. Power 265. was okay. That was okay, but apparently I cut myself on one of the lifts. Not sure how I did it. Bar rubbing against the shins. That one is okay. If you saw, I did not go below parallel, at least I don't think I did, on that one. And my elbows moved. I can't wait to go back and watch that one. There we go. But if you're not bleeding, you're not trying hard. I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. Power clean jerk, overhead squat. I get to do overhead squat. I'm so excited. So starting at 195, that's nothing. Starting at, so the top is 295 by 3, which I'm pretty sure I could do more than that. Let's see. Let me go ahead, whoops. All right, I'm gonna start higher. So we're doing 3 rep overhead squats. Don't need this anymore, but I'm so pumped. I love overhead squats. Then I got front squats after it. Or should I do front squats first? Nah, well, yeah, Morty, you know what? I'm gonna do front squats first. Reason why, just front squat at 265. So, if I'm already front squatting, my body's already warmed up. That's not gonna take that much time to actually warm up. So, yep, wrong bar. Terrible bar. All right, 265 felt pretty good. At least I powered it. I always forget. You gotta lift this up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so what am I supposed to be doing? Front squat, I think it's, I don't even know. Let me just double check. So I'm supposed to do front squat first today, but, so last is 310 by 3, which it would just look better if I did 315 because that's 3 red plates. So I'll probably just do 315 by 3. Let's see. I love overhead squats. If honestly, I would probably do that every day if I could. And yes, I have done. Oh shoot! No, this is front squat. Okay, yes. Well, I'm thinking too much. Overhead squats after this. So I've already done a lot of front. I'm gonna go all the way up to. We'll start here. 225. Nice little warm up weight, and then go up from there. I'm so glad I didn't use my wrist straps today. That was really good. Happy with it. And yes, I use 2 different bars. One's the gym's bar, and one is my personal Rogue Olympic lifting bar because I don't want the gym bar is all chewed up from people, and you need to not have a not chewed up bar. And my gym's cool enough to let me keep my bar here in the back room. All right, let's just do one here. For some reason, like when I'm doing a front squat on a clean, I don't even think about it. Probably because it's like, oh, just get it up. But when I'm setting up for a front squat, my brain starts thinking about it. Okay, so let's start here. 275 at, let's see, 275, 3 rep front squat. And we're going up to 315. I put clamps on because when I walk back, I kind of rock for some reason. Don't intend to, just the way it works out. All right, let's do 3 more. If you saw just a second ago, I did 265 single front squat or full clean, which has a squat in it. All right. Open up those shoulders. terrible. Hand was hurting a little bit, but I'm okay. Had a good grip. Not terrible. Didn't feel great, but not terrible. So we'll go 295 by 3. Yeah, that's fine. Well, let's do 300. Even 300 by 3, and then we'll do 315 by 3. Yeah, and I usually only, well, usually always only rest enough to get my breath back, and then I go again. And doing a front squat is definitely tough, but it's not like a clean and jerk where there's a lot more effort coming out, so I don't have to rest as long. Did I offend any millennials or Gen Z saying that Gen X is tough? Because we were bullied, we didn't have anybody coddling us. We actually got stronger because we got bullied. Seems like people a little more fragile today. Everybody could use a little bit of grit. All right, let's do 3 of these. 300 by 3. In case I need to dump it, I'm gonna do my chalk so it doesn't explode. You never know. It's always best to be prepared. All right, 300 by 3, front squat. Get those elbows around. Chest keeps sinking. Not what you want to do. When I'm going up, I'm like doing this. Maybe I do a lot more front squats. Shouldn't be doing that. All right. Supposed to go 310. That doesn't look as good as 3 red plates. And I know I could do it, so I'm still gonna do it. Oh, I got overhead squats after this. Did I ever tell you guys? Every day's leg day. So today, snatch, clean and jerk, front squat, overhead squat. Oh, I love it. Wouldn't have it any other way. In fact, there's some other programming that I have that's not as tough, not as strenuous, that I don't really do much because maybe I'm glutton for punishment, but I just love pushing myself. So I usually pick the hardest programming. All right, give me a sec. Heart's still pumping a little bit from that last one. Heart's still pumping. I just need a breath, and I got 315. Shouldn't have too much of a problem at this one weight, but you never know. You never know. In fact, I might even get like 1 or 2 and then have to stop. So let's do it. There we go. Now caught my breath. Wow, the gym is dead. I don't know if you can see in the mirror, but from Monday to today, it's like nobody's here. All right, 315 front squat. Let's get 3. Let's get 3. 315 front squat. Let's do it. Whew. My face got red. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but whew, that really, I got those okay. Probably had at least one more, but that was good. All right, now my favorite. 225 starting for the overhead squat. My absolute favorite lift. I'm not even joking. I love snatch too. I think it's anything overhead. And the bar's over my head. That's what I like. All right, here we go. Whew. Well, I'm glad my front squat's keeping up. I mean, I'd like to do more, but so the programming is today. Did I ever tell you every day's leg day? Who else does legs every day? All right, so I need another towel. So it's overhead squat next. Let me wipe up this garbage. I got a bunch of chalk everywhere. But I'm taking I normally just sit down and breathe, but gotta grab a towel. I'm sweating up a storm after that last one. But yeah, man, when it comes to grit, being able to push through whatever is its problem and push through it, you get stronger. That's how you get stronger. It's going past where you're comfortable, past the point of where you can do it, and then that's when you grow. I was just saying that earlier today. Man, I'm doing a lot of talking today. I have no idea why. I'm not really talkative. But I was saying that earlier today, when you rest, like, it's not the working out that gets you stronger. It's the recovery. It's the resting. All right, here we go. Let me clean out some plates just in case if I have to drop it. Doesn't bounce on those and hit me in the shin. All right, so let's get started. Overhead squat, my favorite. Yep, that felt good. And on the overhead squat, it is not the squat that's hard for me. It's the getting it over my head. That's the hard part. Okay, what am I'm supposed to get 295, which I'll probably go a little higher than that. Let's see. We'll do 265 next. But because I've been working on my shoulders so much, my shoulders are strong enough to where Saturday I did a push jerk of 345. I missed the overhead squat because I rocked backwards, but still so proud to get 345 over my head like this. All right, I don't need that much longer to rest. That was not heavy. All right. Oh my goodness. The police. That is too slow, police. Sorry, it's a band. Old band. That was terrible. Or, great song, but not for wanting to work out. All right, here we go. 265 by 3. Overhead squat. 265 by 3. Like I said, the hard part's getting over my head, but gotten stronger at that. Not bad. Whoop. That's why I hate walking backwards. But when it gets heavier, I'll just drop it. That's light enough where I don't have to worry about it too much. 65, how much should I go? I think, sorry, I think my voice just cracked. I'm almost a full-grown man. That was from a good movie called Rocket Man. But let's go and go up. 295. I don't know why I want to. Well, I don't do a overhead squat that much. So when I get to, I am pumped. And I love doing it. So I got a bunch of plates over there. Should be grabbing these plates. And if you didn't hear at the very beginning, the reason why the camera's in a different position, a lady was on the hip thrusting machine and the camera was not there. And she was taking a while and I wanted to get started. It's one thing if the camera's there and then they go and sit down, they already know it's there. But if I'm setting it up while they're currently doing a hip thruster, that's a little awkward. So I just moved it. But if somebody goes and sits down at the hip thruster, where's my chalk? There it is. But after the camera's already there, then they're choosing to sit there. I mean, of course it's pointing at me, but I mean, they could be wondering if it's not, it's pointing at them. All right, here we go. 295. Got it. Heart rate's come down. There we go. All right, shoulders. You gonna be able to do it with me? You gonna help me have a good day, shoulders? Here we go. 295. Overhead squat. $295. And yes, this is the 4th day in a row of working out, so my body might not do it. Let's try it. Let's go. 295. That's okay. I feel like I can go up. 295 by 3. That was good. Should we just go? I think that was my stopping weight I was supposed to stop at, but I don't get to do overhead squat very often. So let's just go to 315. Let's teach those shoulders who's boss. You're not the boss of me, shoulders. I'm the boss of you. You do what I tell you to do, shoulders, and that's final. All right, 315. By the time I get these weights back on, I might be rested. It takes a while for these. Take them off, put it back on. Take them off, put it back on. But I was telling you earlier, I make sure there's no plates on the platform because I do not want to accidentally drop it. It hit the plate, bounce back, jack me in the shins, break my leg or something. Could get bad. So, all right, we're doing 315 overhead squat. Can't tell you how happy I am. So pumped. Love overhead squat. And I love that I'm getting stronger at it too, with my strict press getting stronger, which means I can get more weight over my head. All right, I'm gonna take a breath. This one's a little heavy. This one's a little heavy. Saturday I had the most I've ever jerked, snatch grip, push jerk ever was Saturday. I got 345. So happy with that. Never done that much weight, so getting stronger. Very happy. Okay, we got 315 overhead squat. You guys think I could do it? The last one felt okay. What do you think? Good, nobody's watching. Nobody's watching, so I can, don't have to worry about it. Don't have to worry about embarrassing myself. All right, here we go. 315. Overhead squat. Let's get this chair out of the way. Maybe a little chalk. It was a tad Wasn't grippy enough last time. All right, here we go. $315 overhead squat. Big thing I try to do is not over breathe or I get lightheaded. All right, here we go. 315. Got it. Oh, I got it. I didn't think I was going to get it either. I'm glad you guys cheered me on. Whoa, that last one, I did not mean to pause. Pause for a fraction of a second. It was only because I kind of rocked back, so I had to get my balance back. But I can't believe we were programmed overhead squats. So happy. It's my favorite movement. All right, let's see what else we got next. And yes, I do this every day, 5 days a week at least. Overhead squat. So I'm supposed to do push press. Well, I guess that's the only way to get stronger, huh? Okay, so let's recap what I've done so far. I still got another workout. We had snatch, 225 triple power. What did I get next? Clean and jerk. What was it? 265 was it double, I think? I probably should have done another one just for fun, but 265 power. Then front squat, 315 by 3. You know what's funny? Well, not funny, interesting. The 315 front squat was harder than the 315 overhead squat. But yeah, got up to 315 front squat. Then, what's next? Then an overhead squat, 315 overhead squat. Whew, man, what a good day. I haven't had a good feeling day, like my body feeling solid, in a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. It's been weird. Maybe it's just had a cold or something. No, I don't get colds. Not very often, at least. Whatever it is. Feeling better. And I can't wait. I'm so glad. Everyday snatch, everyday clean and jerk, everyday legs, sometimes double legs, everyday strict press. Oh, one thing you'll see me do, like Mr. Rogers, I like doing my strict press in my Born Primitive shoes for no reason other than my lifters. I put them in my bag, and they're all have a lot of heat. Obviously sweat, so I like letting them air out before I put in my bag. And I'm not going to be using them, or at least, how would I say it? The next workout is not necessary to have lifters on, so that's why I take them off, let them air out. All right, I can't wait. If you guys probably didn't hear me talk about grit and bullies and stuff, and how we need bullies to make us stronger. Bullies are weak. You stand up to a bully, you show them who's strong. Then if you're even more strong, then you make them your friend. I want to see who else either thinks I'm stupid, completely wrong, or you think I'm right. Drop me a comment. All right, here we go. By 5. I mean, it wasn't terrible, wasn't great, but I got them all. So I'm doing 5x5, starting at 185 and go up 10 pounds each time. And that's how I've gotten my strict press stronger. And I usually, at this point, like this is the last thing that I do for the workout, I start cleaning up now so that instead of just resting, sitting around, I'm actually cleaning so I don't have to do this later. All right. Whew. Yeah, I know it's a weird day for me to be doing my lifting. Thursdays I normally don't, but can't work out on Saturday. I am running putting on my real estate investor mastermind with 23 people, I think. 23 investors mastermind together, active investors. It's awesome. One of my favorite things to do is helping people to invest in real estate. All right, here we go. So I'm rested enough. Ooh, buddy. That's that 315 push jerk. Sorry, what was it? 315 snatch grip push jerk, whatever. That got my shoulders taxed. All right, let's try it. We're gonna do, what's this, 290 or 195? Yeah, do 5. Oh, wow. Dang. I mean, that was okay. I did push it or bounce a little bit. But that's what lifting's for. Just keep getting better. Next up, 205 by 5. Whew. I think another reason for me to go live is because it helps me to, you can tell, the working out is not my problem, or lack of working out, or having motivation to work out. The older you get, the slower your metabolism gets. Mine's always been slow in the beginning, or from the beginning, or birth. So I just have to eat less and less. But then I look at the replays of this, and then I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna get chubby. I gotta cut back on the chocolates. All right, 205. But yeah, it's the eating. That's the hard part. It's not the working out. I could do this all day, literally all day. Love it. Okay. 205. Let's see how many we can get. It's been a long day, but let's try it. Minimal bounce. I probably get some bounce, but let's do it. Well, I'm getting better because on Monday I couldn't even do what? I think I did 3 here. I got a 4th one. I know I was bouncing a little bit. Give me a second. I'm gonna do more. Gotta do one more. All right, get my breath back. Uno más. Supposed to do 5 total. Whew. Okay. At least I got, but you know, it's a little irritating. Like last month, I was hitting this by 5, but at least I'm cutting back. And I didn't even have coffee today. Isn't that funny? Usually I have a cup of coffee, wake me up. Ouch. Sorry, that was loud. But all we had was decaf in the house. So, to get my pre-workout though, a lot of people ask me what supplements I take. Honestly, don't take any. Not even creatine. Just pre-workout. I think it just has some sodium and caffeine. Just one scoop though, almost done. What is this, 215? Oh, buddy. 215 strict press. Let's see if we can do it. Man after snatch, then clean and jerk, then front squat, then overhead squat. Now strict press. All right. Let's do it. I'll get as many as I can. This might be the top. We'll see how this first one feels. All right, here we go. There's probably going to be a bounce. I'm going to be completely honest and say there's going to be a bounce on this one. Minimal. Try minimal. I know I'm tired, but I got energy, so I'm happy. Nope. I felt that on the way down. Meaning, I felt like there was no rebound on that one. That was done. Done. And yeah, today, fourth day in a row. Got snatch, clean and jerk, then front squat, then overhead squat. 315 by 3 on each of those. I'm so pumped about those. And then push press. Or no, strict press. So it was a good day today, but we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be working out tomorrow as well. 5 days